pick up from where we stopped.
Okay, so I was saying that, like Mr. Ernest said.
Hold on. I need to push it out there. All right, Mr. Eric. Yes.
Like Mr. Ernest, one of the things we people from Africa don't do is planning. We wait till the last minute, and then we call after tax season. We don't hear from most of our client it's tax season again. But what we need to do is to plan. Of course, if you are W2, this goes to the business owners. Don't wait till the end of the year. If you are a W2 employee, you know your income is not changing that much, unless, of course, you get a big promotion or something like that. But the business owners should really keep in touch with their tax professionals, in my opinion, throughout the year. And I have clients like that. I had somebody in December said, going forward, this is what I want. I want you to do this for me and bill me so that in 2024 and beyond, 2023 is over, I know this is where I want to be. And that's planning. So business owners really need to contact their, in my opinion, their professionals, accountants often. That's what I will add.
Thank you, sir. Next question we have here is talking about what steps would you take if you notice a mistake on a client's previously filed tax return? Mr. Eric, you want to go first on that one?
As a professional, the first thing we have to do when we see the mistake is to contact the client and say, look, there is a mistake on your tax return. This is how it has to be fixed. This is what needs to be done. And this is what will happen after it's done. At that moment, the client is actually the real boss, I'm not the boss like Ernest is saying. The client is actually the real boss who would then make a determination that as professional, we cannot report our client to the IRS. We cannot call the IRS and say, look, I made a big mistake on this taxpayers. We can't do that. But we have to contact the client, say, this is what I did. This is what needs to be done. And this will be the consequences. And then the client will make the decision. And then at that moment, say, fix it or ignore it. And most often, the client say, oh, it's your problem. Whatever the penalty it is, you go fix it and pay, or I'm going to sue you. So those are the two things that we face. But we have to let the client know before IRS knows.
Thank you. Mr. Ernest, anything from your end?
Well, I think what he said actually has to do with a mistake you as a tax preparer made. But sometimes you get a new client and you look at your previous taxes and you see something. Okay. Yeah, you can alert them, like you said, for them to decide. You say, hey, this item. And most of the time when IRS write to people, they come to us and you explain to them, they were like, I didn't know. Which sometimes I find it to be a little bit trying to blame the tax preparer. Tax preparer is nothing like a computer. What you put in is what you get.
Yes.
We just only be able to. If you come and tell me you pay taxes of 5,000 and you didn't pay, it's between you and IRS. I put out what you tell me. You know, I've had situations whereby people did their taxes somewhere else and they came back, and when you ask them, say, but that's like when the refund came. You know, I had a client just last year, not this year. Last year when we're filing, he said, "Oh, I met somebody at the truck stop, and the person going to help me to get 20,000." I was okay, that's fine. But the person just took your name and a social. That's it. No income, nothing. Surprisingly, less than a month, he got a letter from IRS. And that's one thing I want people to pay attention, that now, because of technology, IRS can come back to you after a week. Because now everything is a query. They said it in. If you fall within, please, red flag does not necessarily mean something is wrong, but at least, you know, IRS for the first time will not even accuse you. The first letter, they are not accusing you. They are just drawing your attention to what they found. They'll give you the option to correct yourself, explain yourself. Okay, but the whole thing is that now, unlike previously, where even when it's a genuine mistake, you don't hear from IRS until about 2-3 years. Now, as soon as the tax, you can even hear it before that. So, if I see, I'll let you know, tell you what happens if IRS found out. Sometimes it's not pleasant, you know, as I've had a situation before. Somebody got a letter from IRS. So the person brought it to me, and another person that they went together also brought their taxes, and I saw the same mistake. The first person has been written to. I told the second person, this is what it's going to be, but I don't know if we should go and correct it now because you're going to pay back. But if they should come back to you, this is what it's going to be. So he told me, okay, let me decide and I will let you know if we do it now. So here, that's the case. IRS hasn't written to him, but then I've identified, you know, and it was big because whoever did the taxes was adding things that the other person got audited for it. And that's when we begin to claim stuff. You know, charitable contribution is a big thing IRS will want to get approved. So if you think you're going to claim it, let whoever you give the contribution to give you the letter to show that. Okay, and in this particular instance was a charitable contribution. Okay, and also sometimes the itemized deduction. Okay, I'm helping somebody right now. You made 45,000 and your itemized deduction is 42,000. Come on. You know, because people have the idea that I don't want to pay tax. Sometimes people come to you and it is their goal. I don't want to pay tax. Please, if you made income, you pay tax. The law makes provision for you to take advantage of other things you qualify for. You know, your income might not qualify you for certain benefits or certain credits, but then sometimes just even $2,000 raise will put you outside what you got last year. And somebody was like, last year I got this. Why am I getting this? You know, and just $1,000, $2,000 raise can deny you. So sometimes you need to understand how this tax thing works. And sometimes people get almost every year, you have a client who will take their paper somewhere else because it didn't go to their favor. But then those of us that IRS has given us numbers, they know what we are doing. To me, I'll tell you the truth to take your work away, because the same person, if you don't tell, then they come back and blame you that, you know, you didn't do your work well. So it's good that we are doing these things. Ask questions to understand it. If you want to find out, if you want to get a refund, you plan. If you want to get a refund, you plan. It's not automatic. And please, if your friend or your coworker is getting a refund, it doesn't mean you should also. That you have to make it up to get it. Of course, there are credits that you can take. If you're a business person, it's all these expenses that you can, you know, business legitimate expenses that you can claim. They are there for you, you know. But I tell my friends, what about if you make 1 million right now and the government is taking 300,000? Will you take it? You are making 100,000 right now, but there's opportunity to make 1 million and pay back 300,000 to the government. And somebody said, I'll pay. Somebody said that would be too much. I'm like, okay, okay, let's see. So, guys, this is what I can say for now.
All right. In what you just explained right now, I had a couple of questions coming through now. So for business owners, what are the legitimate business expenses that we can claim as a business owner? Give us some examples.
Anything that has to do with running your business. Let's say you are a truck owner, right? you register your truck every year, the tag. Okay, it's a business expense. Your fuel, you know, I mean, all the expenses that you actually incur to run a business, you can deduct all that. Okay, and this is what you can deduct it. So people said, you can claim it. Some people think the word claim means that money will be paid to you. So ask somebody, so are you saying that the government will pay for your fuel for running your truck? No, it doesn't mean that. It means that the income you made, back out what you use for fuel, so you pay tax on the difference. So anything that you spend to run the business, yeah, there are some things like even business meetings, like you are Miss Lola, if you have some clients that you have to meet and you go out for lunch, yeah,
Yes.
you can claim it. To claim it, that you can add it to your business expenses. You get 50%, from that. It doesn't mean we're going to pay you the 50%. It means that you're going to reduce your income by that. So anything that you need to run your business, yes. Other things we can do, even your professional dressing. For those of you in the service, professional dressing, you can buy a very good car. Your car payments, you can claim them so far as it's in the name of the business.
Got it.
Okay. And my
Well,
boss.
he's dropping some nuggets, guys. I hope you're taking notes. Again, drop your questions in the comment section. Mr. Eric, over to you.
There is no limit, like he said, to what you can deduct as long as it's related to the business. There's no limit.
Okay.
It just has to be, and then the IRS has a word, reasonable business expenses. And I always use lunch, for example. If you say, because lunch, meals is deductible and every day my lunch is $200, then is it reasonable to the average person?
Okay.
So what is reasonable to me may not be reasonable to you, but in the end, what is reasonable? So remember, reasonable business expense, but again, it's $200 lunch every day, reasonable, but there's no limit.
Oh, okay, thank you so much. A question here. How long can I go without filing my taxes? Because I know you mentioned the extension. What if I miss the extension and I don't file for that year? How long can I, as an individual or a business owner, I want to make sure we address that as well. Yes, without being
I
penalized.
think if you are not going to owe,
Okay.
I don't think IRS will even bother, because you will take rather from money from them. If you are going to owe, you can decide not to file, but the day you file, the penalties will come in, the late fees and the penalties. If your business is a corporation, there's a penalty for not filing, and that is, you are charged monthly.
Wow.
If your business is a corporation, yes, you are filing. So I don't think IRS can force you. Sometimes if they have like W-2s and 1099s on your behalf, they will file it for you. And when they are filing, they are not considering your dependent.
They will file it for you.
Oh yeah, they will file it for you. They will send you a statement telling you how much your income is and how much you owe them. They don't know your business expenses. They don't know that they won't put all that in it. Then that way you will be compelled to now do the right thing. But then if you are going to owe, the interest will start. Number one, there's a penalty for not filing, even extension after the due date. Then how much you're going to owe, the interest will start from there.
Okay.
So if you're not going to owe, I mean, sometimes you hear people have not filed taxes for 10 years. It's because when IRS check their records, you don't owe them.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it. All right, Mr. Eric.
Well, IRS has, what I'll add is IRS has forever to come after you if you don't feel like he said. I have personally 2 clients who the IRS filed for. They receive letters and they run to me, and like he said, when they file for you, you don't get any deductions. Remember, they have your income, they know. So they just say, oh, this is your income, this is the tax bracket you fall into, this is your bill. And in this particular instances, for 8 years, these individuals will have received refunds after we did the right thing, like Mr. Ernest said. But after 3 years, you lose your refund. If you owe them, remember, they have forever to come after you. But if they owe you, you have 3 years to claim them or you lose them. So like Mr. Ernest said, if you know you will get a refund, file and get your refund. And if you know you will owe, the best thing you can do, file anyway and make
Set
some
up a
kind of
payment plan.
arrangement. That's what I'll add.
Thank you. I have a question here. As a W-2 earner, can you deduct your new business expenses from your wages? Yes, this is from Alexia. Welcome, Alexia. Thank you.
Now, what will happen is that you separate your W-2 income from your business income. So you're going to have your Schedule C. And if there's a loss from the Schedule C, it reduces your W-2 income. So on your 1040, maybe your W-2 income is 100,000. On the business side, there was a business loss of maybe 10,000. So that will come as a negative on your 1040 to reduce your W-2 income to 90,000. So you are not really deducting it from your W-2. You can't deduct any expense from your W-2 income. But then you prepare a separate business taxes, which is the Schedule C. And your income from Schedule C is added to your W-2 income. So if your Schedule C income is negative, it's a loss, it also reduces your W-2 income. So maybe that's the way it will come out, but not that you actually deducted it. It is the two separate incomes coming together. And because one was a negative, it reduced the positive.
Okay. Thank you. I think Mr. Eric, over to you.
I'm sorry, my computer was dying.
Okay. You want me to repeat the question?
What was the question again, please?
Can you go ahead and put the question up, please.
As a W-2 earner, can you deduct your new business expenses from your wages?
Oh, so I'm assuming this individual has a business and also works as a W-2. Is that correct?
I'm assuming yes.
Okay, because the reason I ask is in the past, we could deduct mileage, uniform, and all that, even if you are a W-2 employee, but our Uncle Trump did away with all that. So if this individual has a business, then I heard Mr. Ernest's last portion, then you prepare the business, let's assume it's LLC, the Schedule C, for that LLC, and then of course it flows to your individual 1040 in addition to your W-2 wages.
Okay. All right. I believe that is clear. Let's see. Any more questions? Please put your questions in the comment section. But in the interest of time, we'll be wrapping up shortly. I don't see. Okay, one more question, and this will be our last one. So we did hear about the announcement about the Corporate Transparency Act coming up. Could you just give us some tips or recommendations on how to go about it? I did the session with Mr. Edgar Spatani, Dr. Edgar Spatani, last month in December. But again, you both are two experts in the subject as well. Would love to hear from you.
Well, the first thing is that there's no need to fear about anything.
Yes.
Okay, there shouldn't be any panic. It's all about just providing the information that you are the owner of this business.
Yes.
The goal of this act is to prevent certain financial malpractices. You don't pay anything. All you need to provide information. Secondly, it's not something you have to complete with your taxes. They are two separate things. Okay, you have to January 2025. So for now, me as a tax preparer, I'm not even going to look into that. If you want us to talk about it, we can talk about it after the tax season. It has no tax implication on what you are going to file. All the government says that we want to see who owns the business, because people have a whole lot of business. They will follow for like years, by the time I realize some huge activity runs through. Laws come because of human behavior. They know what they are looking for, but it's not here for anything. It's not about taxes. It has nothing to do with your taxes. That's what I can say.
Yes, Mr. Eric.
Mr. Ernest is correct. The only thing I will add is if you decide to start a business or register a business, then starting this year, after you register your business, then you have 90 days to report this information. And again, there's no NAMES. It's open on the FinCEN website. It's just your name, your address, your social security number or EIN, just basic information. It has nothing to do with NAMES. Again, just they want to know who the owner of the business is. That's all. So like Mr. Ernest said, don't panic. Those of us who have registered, who registered our business before January 1, 2024, we have a whole year. I have looked at it. I've gone to the website and looked at it, but I'm not worried. I'm probably one of those people who will do it December 31st, 2024.
Please don't wait the last minute though, because the website might be slow with the volume of people trying to get it in. So I would recommend don't wait till then. Don't be like Mr. Eric. He has some special powers. So
let me tell you something. I filed my 2020 taxes last month.
Oh wow. Yeah. I give it to you guys. Okay. So know your limits. But thank you both for joining us today. I'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much, so much. So to our viewers, thank you all also for joining us. To my guests tonight, thank you also. And I would love to, I'm gonna leave their contacts in the description of this video. We did have part 1 and part 2. So this is part 2 of the session on the same topic, navigating taxes in 2024. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to them. Their email and contact number will be in the description of each video. Mr. Eric, what is the best way to reach you? Is it by phone or email?
Both, please. Either way, you can reach me.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Ernest?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. But email is fine. But if you need something quick, you can also call me.
Okay, perfect. So they are both accessible to us. Please leverage their connection through our company. They are trusted tax experts in this industry who've been filing taxes for a huge number of years. So at this time, thank you both for joining us. And to all our viewers, thank you for tuning in to IminiWealthTV. Again, please share. If you found this information helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this video to as many people as possible. As always, we are here to help you stay financially empowered. Our goal is to educate, teach you all things about money, finance, in every area to get you empowered in this year, 2024 and beyond. Thank you all for your time today, and we look forward to seeing you in the next segment. Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
So
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And we are since we're in the tax season, we will appreciate referrals.
Yes.
Okay. And we do all that. We do the accounting services, business registry, anything accounting, anything taxes. Call on us and you will make you happy.
Yes, they will. They will.
Thank you.
Eric,
Thank
any
you.
final words? Any
Yes.
comments to the viewers?
Planet.
Plan. Don't waste last minute. Plan.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you all. Thank you both so much. And we'll make sure we would be in touch. And like I said, your information is in the bio of this video. Please do well to reach out to either of them. They're very well knowledgeable in this on taxes and accounting. They are great experts that can lead you, direct you, and give you offer their services to you. Either you're an employee, W-2 person, or a business owner, or a non-for-profit owner as well. So they are very, very resourceful when it comes to accounting and taxes. Thank you both again, and we appreciate your time. And hopefully next time we invite you, you would also honor our invitation. Thank you for making it here today. Thank you. All right. See you all. Bye.